Hey everybody, Joe from Complete Carnivore here, and tonight for dinner I'm making a steak sandwich. And this won't just be any steak sandwich. I got a nice flank steak from Porter Road. I'll talk a little more about them later. And we got some bread from a company called Wildgrain. They make sourdough. They make other breads, like there's croissants. I have some pretzel buns here. Downstairs in the freezer I have like an olive oil ciabatta. You kind of pick what you want in your box. It's $70 for 6 items is their standard box, and they have a whole bunch of different types of bread, a whole bunch of different loaves you can get. These are just a few of them. You can get boxes with more like pastries. They have some with you can choose cookies and chocolate croissants and stuff like that. But today we're going to cook some of these demi-baguettes. I thought these would be great to cook for a steak sandwich. So we're going to cook these up. They're par-cooked. They're partially cooked already. So you just put them in the oven. It takes about 10 to 12 minutes. You cook these right on the rack. So we're going to take these over and put them in the oven. We'll get those cooking for about 10 minutes. And we'll be back. We'll cook the steak. Those probably need to rest a bit after cooking, just for the crumb to set. But we got, like I said, a bunch of other stuff. 70 bucks, $60 or $69. That comes shipped, so you don't have to pay any extra shipping costs. They have for $119, you can get 12 items if you really like bread. We have a lot of sourdough around this house. My wife makes sourdough. My nephew's wife makes sourdough and she sells it locally here. My sister-in-law over in South Carolina makes it. So we're well versed in sourdough. But it takes a while. It takes some work. It takes some effort. You gotta fold the dough. You gotta feed your starter. Once my wife starts making bread, it usually takes about a day before it's ready to cook. This stuff, you pull it out of the freezer, throw it in the oven, it's ready to go. I've had this before, and it's very, very good. Very high quality. They're from small bakers, small places around the country that Wildgrain works with. So it's not just like a big factory produced type thing. Very good bread. I don't know if it's quite as good as you get from stuff you make yourself, but it's definitely a time saver. It's definitely convenient having it in the freezer. So like I said, we're going to keep those demi-baguettes cooking another 8 minutes or so till they're golden brown. Let them rest. I'm going to grill some flank steak, and I'll show you that. And I got a couple other things we're going to put on this sandwich, so we'll be back in a few minutes. All right, we're out at the grill. We have a beautiful flank steak. Again, this is from Porter Road. They're one of my favorite online butchers. They sell all kinds of great cuts along with the standard ribeyes, New York strips, fillets, all that stuff. They also sell a lot of the cuts like flank. They have hanger steaks, Terrace Major, which is another one of my favorite. They have bavette. Had one of those a couple weeks ago. It was delicious. They even have beef tongue, if that's your thing. It's all like from small farms in the Kentucky area. They like I said, they've been one of my favorites for a long time. Great flavor. They also sell pork. They sell pasture-raised chicken. They have sausages, all kinds of stuff like that. Again, their meat is some of the best I've ever had. I have this seasoned with Hardcore Carnivore black seasoning. I think this flank steak's done. I'm gonna put that off over here and get these peaches cooking. We're having peaches on this sandwich as well. Now, I know what you're saying. These are just canned peaches. It's not peach season, but I think it'll be okay in this instance. Not as good as fresh peaches, of course, but we just want to get some heat on. This is a hex-clad grill pan. It does great for stuff like this. I like that has a little hole so you get some of the smoky char flavor, but your stuff doesn't fall through the grates. It's great for asparagus, great for shrimp, great for any small bits of food. I've even done like chopped up steak for a different kind of steak sandwich in this. But we will give these a couple more minutes to cook. While that steak rests, we'll go inside, we'll start building this sandwich. I don't want to cook these too much, just want to get a little bit of color, a little bit more sweetness. So it shouldn't take long at all. But again, we got Wildgrain bread, we got Porter Road beef. There'll be links to all these down below. I'll put a link to this pan, the knives I'm going to use, I mean all the stuff I use. Check out down below, there'll be some links for you to go. If you shop through them, you help support this channel. help me make more good content. I don't need a ton of color on these. I think these are about where I want them. Yeah, we're starting to get a little bit of that extra sweetness from this. Probably a couple more minutes on here. I don't think you need to watch me stirring peaches, but I'll be back in a minute. We'll build these sandwiches, we'll taste them, we'll see how they are. All right, we're ready to start making the sandwich. We're gonna toast up the baguette. Again, this is from Wildgrain. Sourdough baguettes. They come mostly cooked, you just gotta kind of reheat them. It's got a great crumb structure, I like that. A lot of nice big airy holes. Let's get some butter on this, we'll put it in the pan, toast it up. We'll slice our steak. We'll get this sandwich built. This is gonna be good. I like a lot of butter when I toast my bread. Fits perfect in the Smithy 14-inch cast iron pan. So don't think the pan's too hot. So while that's toasting, let's slice our steak. Flank steak from Porter Road. It's seasoned. I love those juices. That's why I wrapped it in foil, because I want those juices. Seasoned with hardcore carnivore black. That's why it has a really nice black texture. It's a great seasoning, not overpowering. It has charcoal in it, so it looks black. Let's use this knife to slice the steak. You want it somewhat thin. You want to make sure you go across the grain. The grain's going this way. So you want to do it nice and thin. We won't slice it all right now. I don't know how you like your flank steak. I like mine kind of closer to medium, even medium well, than medium rare. So this end, especially, it's not quite as pink as this end is going to be, since this is thinner. But I like the texture of it a lot better when it's cooked a little more. Other steaks, not so much. But yeah, flank steak. Tri-tip's another one that I tend to try to cook more than medium rare. I think that's going to be enough steak. Let's go see how our toasting's coming along. Still needs a couple minutes. Toast. Let me crank the heat up a little bit on that. And this is a blue cheese sauce we're going to drizzle over, and then we'll probably top it with some crumbled blue cheese. Again, Wildgrain, 69 bucks. You get 6 loaves or 6 packs. They have croissants, they have English muffins, they have biscuits, they have like I have an olive oil ciabatta downstairs, have the sourdough loaf I showed you earlier. These baguettes, these are great for sandwiches and stuff. I'm going to just try this meat, just to make sure it's good. I know it is, but like I said, everything I've had from Porter Road has been top notch. It's got great texture, great flavor. Definitely a step up from what you get at the grocery store, what you get at Costco, so on. It is more expensive. I think the flank steak right now is about, is it 35 bucks? 30 bucks, somewhere around there. It's about a pound. This one was 1.68 pounds, I believe. So you're looking at $20-ish a pound for flank steak, which is, I think I was at Costco yesterday and it was $8 a pound. So, but the Porter Road stuff, you will taste the quality, you will taste the difference, you will taste where that money's going. It's going to support small farmers in the Kentucky, Tennessee area. Maybe slice a couple more slices just in case. I think I hear the bread sizzling. Yeah, we're getting some toast going there. It's sticking a little bit. We'll have to get that up. We'll just go ahead and bring the sauce over here for while we build our sandwich. Let me see if I can get this unstuck. Oh, I think that's looking good. Again, 14-inch Smithy fits these perfect. All right. First thing we're gonna go on with is flank steak. This will be nice and tender since it's cut across the grain. We'll just load this up. I think next thing we go some of our grilled peaches. Again, these were canned peaches, not fresh. Perfect world, I'd use fresh, but they're not in season right now. Didn't even see any at the store. I think that'll be enough. I've made sandwich similar to this and it's been wonderful. Let me grab a quick spoon for that sauce. I think this will do. It's a little thicker than a dressing. You could always use blue cheese dressing on this if you want, but I wanted to make this sauce. It's just cream, some blue cheese, and a little dab of Worcestershire sauce. So pretty simple overall. And again, I think I want to sprinkle a little bit more blue cheese. I like blue cheese. This is just the cheap Costco stuff. It's not anything too special, but let's cut this in half. It's already falling apart, which is kind of the sign of a good sandwich. And let's take a bite of this thing. Blue cheese, peaches, flank steak. That's a good steak sandwich. And you get a better bite with the blue cheese. I think all those parts of it go good together. You get the sweetness from the peaches, you get the savory saltiness from the steak, you get funkiness from the blue cheese. Again, it's kind of a messy sandwich. It's going to be drippy and fall apart everywhere, but it tastes wonderful. So if you don't want to make your own sourdough, check out Wildgrain. If you want some really high quality meat, check out Porter Road and go make yourself a steak sandwich. Or you can just grill up the steak and eat it and have bread on the side. Whatever you want. They're all delicious. So thanks for watching. If you have any questions, let me know. Again, there'll be links to Wildgrain and Porter Road and some of this other stuff I've been using down below.